Hi, it's Charlie giving you Monday's market commentary. I hope you're very well. Obviously, it's a bank holiday in the US today, so the markets will probably be pretty quiet this afternoon. So it's just whatever price action we get this morning and have had overnight. Talking of which, we're going to just do a quick discussion here about the differences between your winning trades and your losing trades. And as we all know, that we always want to try, where possible, to be making as much on our winning trades as we do on our losing trades, because then if we have a loser, it only takes one winner to make back the losses of the loser. However, if our risk to reward is too inverted, and it's fine, you can have inverted risk rewards. There's lots of systems that do that and strategies that will do that. But it just, you have to accept then that you'll have a very high win rate with it. But when you have losers, then it takes several trades maybe to make that back up. But in the main, if possible, depending on the style of trading you're doing, of course, if you can have your winners making as much as your losers or more, then it means you only have to have one losing trade and then one winning trade, and then pretty much you've made back your losers without having to do anything too much. And as a good example of that, actually, is my trading from Friday's video update. Obviously lost on Friday, had three losing trades, but three different entries. And but as an example, I actually put some orders to buy over on Friday evening, the market, because I did my analysis on Friday for today, and put some orders in on the Aussie and on the pound. And as you can see, smaller trade size than my losers on Friday, and yet as we can see so far, I'm up 368. I've closed out on the pound, and I'm still running one on the Aussie, but so far I'm already up nearly £600, and I lost, I think it was 530 on, or 529 from Friday's trading. So that's just a good example, actually, of just saying, well, look, I've actually made more money because I've actually traded a smaller position size there overnight than I had done across the trades on Friday, and yet had made more money there than on Friday. So obviously it's just an example of keeping my stops relatively tight where possible, either stops tight or downsizing your positions and still having a wider stop, so that when you have a losing day, then it's not too drastic relative to when you have your winning day. So, and I don't know if I was going to have another winning day today or what, but I could see that coming into the analysis that I put buy stops above these sort of highs that we had on cable. I had a buy stop above where was it? These highs. It was around about 155.10, I think it was. 155.10, and I put some more orders in up against these highs. If I show you. So you can see I had 155.10 at that high, and then around those prior highs. I don't know why it was at 28 and 32. They would have been at the same price. Maybe it was just slippage because it was late overnight. Spreads are wider at that time. And I did a similar strategy with the Aussie as well. Put orders in. Actually, my orders are in at 44, and again, just shows you this with the spreads at that time of day on a Sunday night. I got filled at 47. And again, it was a similar thing. It was a prior lower high, or that zone around about 40. So I just put it up there. Just a good example there of trying to run your winners. If you can try to run your winners not only pay for the losers, but obviously they're what give you your profitability. Okay, so let's go into this. I've got this on an hourly chart here of the pound. Obviously, we've had this nice move overnight. It's looking all right, but what's happened is with the pound, much like with the Aussie dollar at the moment, they've just slammed into their 4-hour 50 MAs. So that was my target. So that's why I closed out of the pound here this morning. Now the Aussie has done the same thing. If you go to the Aussie dollar, it's coming to its 4-hour 50. So that's why I've closed out. I closed out one of those two positions. So if I bring that back up again. So you can see I closed out one, but I'm literally just going to try and hold on to the remainder because I've closed out the rest of my positions, and they're now going to pay for this final position and just see if it's going to continue, if it's going to really run maybe over the next couple of days. I'd like to see it get up to 91. Because on 91 is the upper band on the weekly chart here. So if the weekly chart will come up, there it is. So it's going to be about, actually it's a bit over 91 actually. So that will probably be where I'll be trying to run this small portion too, but obviously got a long way to go yet. And today's probably going to not amount to too much. We've had good price movement overnight, and it's probably going to slow down and just go to nothingness as we go through this afternoon. But the really interesting one this morning is not what actually I've been trading. Is the yen. So let's go and have a quick look at the dollar yen. If I can find it, there it is. So the dollar yen, this is an hourly chart, has had a tremendous run overnight, and shame I haven't been able to get in on this one this morning. I've only just looked at it just prior to doing the update. Actually, I hadn't been looking at it because I was looking at. I've noticed my Aussies and my cable trades had been triggered, and I was just dealing with those. And actually, the dollar yen's had a tremendous run of 100 and something pips here since opening up last night. So looking really good. Actually, over the coming days now. It's making the markets, all of a sudden the markets have got a bit clearer for me. They were quite difficult last week. I think I was possibly even talking about it on Friday's update. They were getting a bit choppy, and and that's why I got chopped on Friday, because you're analysing the markets. My analysis was correct, but because of the choppiness, they'll come back, stop me out before then going again. So but the yen is really starting to clear itself up. There's going to be some really nice trades coming up on dollar yen by looks things, because it's breaking out of that channel, as you can see there. Sorry, that triangle. There you go. So it's broken out of that overnight now. So it's got some really good potential on the upside. So, and I'm looking at the intraday charts from the 4-hour downwards. There's going to be some nice setups, I think, coming on this one. So the dollar yen is definitely going to be one to watch. And so I suspect I'll be trading this a little bit in the coming couple of days. Let's have a look at the stock markets as well, just very briefly. Now the S&P, the futures have gapped up a little bit overnight as well, so not surprising. Like I said, that it may come down to this lower trend channel line. Even if we break it a little bit, it'll probably come up to test it, and so we're probably going to hug that a little bit. And remember, we haven't been to test this daily 21 yet, so you never know. If it was to start bouncing up a bit more, it may want to come up for that. So we shall see, but not surprising to see it holding onto this trend channel for now. So don't be surprised to see a little bit more upside maybe there. That's about it from me. Have a fabulous day. Kim will be back in touch on Wednesday.